Hey guys, this is Daniel, licensed therapist in private practice, and I'm here with another video today, and I'm reacting today to The Office. And everyone's seen The Office, you've seen The Office, I've seen The Office, we all love The Office. And so if you haven't seen The Office, major spoilers ahead. And if you actually haven't seen The Office, I would say congratulations, you've somehow been able to not be plugged in and sucked into this media machine. So what are you doing watching this? Go take a walk or something. Go on a hike. Get out of here. Don't watch this. But if you're like the rest of us and you've been sucked in, you've probably seen this before. So we're reacting to a clip today of Jim and Pam. Everyone loved Jim and Pam. You know, they had a nice, cool, whimsical romance, and it was really funny and it was very charming. And it was really easy for them to connect with each other. But this particular clip was a point in which they've been having some difficulty. They've been having a tough time connecting with each other. And Jim is off doing his business with Daryl. It's some kind of sports agent thing. I forgot what it was, but he's not altogether there. So this is one interaction that I particularly like. And I got the idea from this other therapist who reacted to it. His channel is called Mended Light, so go check it out. I loved his take on it, but I have maybe a little different take. So go check him out, Mended Light. I'm not going to leave a link in the description because I just don't want to do all that. But hey, you can find him if you want him. So let's check out this clip. Jim is going to be interacting with Pam, and let's go in and dissect it.
You know, this was really weird and it was really hard. But I think we're.
Look at her eyes and where she's looking. She can't even bear to look at him. She's just checked out right now. It looks like she's just done and she has nothing to give. It seems like she's hanging on by a string. And I've seen this look a lot of times when I deal with couples in therapy and couples counseling. So let's continue.
Making progress. So I'm really sorry that I have to go, but let's keep at this. Okay?
Okay.
Look at him. He got down on his knee. He said this beautiful thing. He's trying to connect with her, but she doesn't really connect back. She just gives a, okay, she's checked out, right? And look at him. He knows that that wasn't well received. And so he's feeling a little dejected right now. So ouch. Did you see another attempt at reaching out and trying to connect with her? She doesn't even look back. And the thing is, if this happens over and over and over for someone like Jim or anyone else, any of you guys in relationships, it's difficult. It's hard. It's hard to keep experiencing that, trying to reach out and basically getting rejected over and over. So Jim is feeling it, but it seems like he's game. He's open and willing and wanting to try to reach out, to try to preserve this relationship, save this relationship, and have a good relationship. So I look at Jim and I say, that guy's got a lot to give. And a lot of times when I'm doing couples therapy, I try to identify that person who has a lot to give. And so at this point, it's Jim. He's in the fight. So if I was counseling them or if I was their therapist, I would ask a lot from Jim. Jim, can you do this? What do you think about that? Give him some, some easy layups so that we can establish some kind of connection. But right now, it's a couple failures in a row and he's walking away not feeling too well. They missed each other. She looks back, right? If she looked back earlier, then they would have maybe connected, but it didn't happen. She thinks that he doesn't want to connect. Maybe she knew how he felt when she said, okay. And she wanted to say, no, I want to be there. I want to connect with you. And so right now we're in a tough spot. But there's a glimmer of hope because it looks like she's in the game. It looks like she has something to give. So let's keep on watching and see what happens. All right, Pam. Pam is in the game. Look at her. She saw the umbrella and she had a choice to make. She could have said, does he really need his umbrella? It might be awkward if I go out there. This last interaction wasn't that good, so I'm just gonna not do anything. But it's kind of like when at the beginning of a relationship, someone leaves something in your car and you're like, oh, it's a possible point of connection, right? Like, hey, you left this in my car. Let me return it to you. Let me take you out for lunch, right? Let's meet for coffee over this thing and we can connect. It's harder to connect for them, for couples at this point. And so being able to see that umbrella and say, I can use this to connect with him is good. And she made a decision to say, I want to go after him. So right now, she's in the game. It's looking good.
Jim!
Thanks.
All right, have a good trip.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, not the connection or reaction that I think either of them was hoping for. I think they're both wanting something very significant to feel really close to one another. And she's walking away like Jim walked away earlier, right? Like dejected. I reached out, it wasn't returned to me, and I'm not feeling well. But look at Jim. Jim's in the game, right? So let's see what he's gonna do.
I.
So that looks really weird and really awkward, right? So what does Jim do? He doesn't know what to do, but he knows that he has to reach out to her. He doesn't have any words, so he just grabs her and she's just standing there like this, not holding her back. And that's hard to do, right? So we have to give Jim a lot of credit. And he's just holding on. And Pam is not reciprocating. So this is a very pivotal moment right here, right? Are we going to have a repeat of those instances where people reach out and they don't get rewarded, they don't feel connected, and then we leave feeling dejected and rejected? Well, let's see what happens.
Love suffers long and is kind. It is not proud. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest...
Okay, we got there. We got the connection. We got what both of them wanted and was missing during each of these little instances. And what really happened, because Jim was there, right? He was available and he was trying to hug her, but she wasn't hugging back. What was happening inside her mind was she was thinking, who is this guy? This guy hugging me, and when she's doing this thing, this guy is the guy that is absent. He's not putting me as a priority. He's off doing his own thing and he doesn't care about me. But then she switched that narrative. What she did was she remembered who Jim was. He was the guy that said, till death do us part, right? He's the guy. I don't know if you remember that episode, if you guys seen that episode. He cuts his own tie at his wedding just to make her laugh and feel better because she was feeling down. And so she remembers that. And so in her mind, Jim went from being my enemy to my husband, to being my best friend, the guy that is there for me. And then she's able to reach out while he is reaching out to her. And now we have established a connection.
Of these is love.
Okay, well, that was, I would say, like a very accurate depiction of a lot of the interactions that I see. And it is something that I feel like we can look to and learn, because there were a lot of times that they just missed each other. And there's so many times in life with our partners that we just miss each other. And if we're able to just establish a connection, and this was just a little instance, a little thing that happened, but if we can do that over and over and over between Jim and Pam, if they were able to do that, then their relationship would start to change in its trajectory. And then we could be headed into a good place. And then there's hope. And then, Jim is in it, and then Pam is going to have more energy to be able to put into the relationship, and she's going to feel better, and then she'll be in it. And then we can get to a good, healthy place in their relationship. So I hope you guys liked this clip. I hope you guys were able to learn some stuff from my analysis as a therapist into what goes on underneath the surface of relationships. So yeah, if you guys have any other clips or things that you want me to react to, please leave it in the comments below. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.